Hi, I have a client with an offer in the physical therapy type space. He needs a lead magnet for his web page. He wrote a full ebook on his training method, but I think it's too valuable to give away for an email. So I was thinking about taking his FAQ section and turning that into a sort of intro to my training method, positioning it to pre-qualify, educate, and persuade on joining the training course. Curious to hear your thoughts and open to any lead magnet ideas. I'll tell you, Xavier, because I'm actually looking for a physical therapist. And to be totally honest, I just was looking at referrals. But now if I'm thinking about it, what am I suffering with? Like, it might be a lot of work to create it like this. So this could be a terrible idea that maybe Sabah and Brooks will shoot down. But there's certain groups or categories of pain, right? Like you might have neck pain or arthritis or whatever, right? So whatever, ask the client what his main categories are of clients that he served that pay him the most money and he gets the best results for. And then you could create, like a mini thing, it could be as simple as actually stretches, but you name it something else because I don't think people will opt in for stretches. But you call it some sort of process, where for neck pain, it's some kind of, super basic 1, 2, 3 type of thing that gets them a little bit of a result. Wrist pain, back pain, foot pain, whatever it might be. That way they see he knows what he's talking about, but also obviously they don't get the full benefit of working with this physical therapy. So is it an info product, by the way, or is it actually he's got a physical location?
That's what I was just typing. And by the way, I think, Ben, just what you described, I mean, this is a quiz funnel. I mean, you're diagnosing, okay, what are your problems, and taking them through a very simple wizard to diagnose the problems that they have. And then it's like, okay, here's your solution. Like that's how I would tackle this. He said part info, part training videos, and also has a Facebook support group.
Okay.
So it's an info product.
Is it one course for like all types of issues? Like what is the name? What is the course?
Yeah, it's like is it a methodology he has for any sort of pain? Because I understand where maybe the empirical information is the same, how to stretch properly or
right,
reduce inflammation. But I also know that if I have neck pain like I do, and you said you have a solution for wrist pain or arthritis, even if the information is the same, there's no way I'm going to pursue that. Right. I'm looking for a neck pain solution. And that's not your fault or his fault or anything. That's just the way people are. So one course for all types. Most people are lower body joint pain, like foot, knee, and back pain. Well, yeah, it makes sense because that's what most people's pain is. So, so yeah, I would definitely think like, sure, the methodology can be sound to serve all these people, and that's really good. But in terms of your marketing, what Brooks said with a quiz funnel, or as simple as if you don't want to set up a full quiz funnel, just like a 1-page question, like which one of these hurts most? And you just click it, and then from there
it takes a real quiz, right? Like it doesn't have to be a real quiz where you're actually qualifying people. It's just a way for people to interact and share. They end up sharing information about, you can like bucket them, right, for emails and stuff, but you don't have to have like a quiz results page, right? Everybody will see the same. Oh, it looks like you'd be a great, I actually have a solution for you. This has helped so many people who have XYZ pain. You can list all the different types of pain. So you make it a bit more general, but you create the perception that they are getting like some sort of like custom result, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yes. So you said it's niched down on how his method fixes that specific pain. Exactly. So there's a process, right? It all comes to the same stuff. If you're an expert, whether it's physical therapy or selling roofs, it's a proprietary process, a mechanism. Pretty much. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's why you have the pain. Here's why you continue to have the pain, even if you've tried stretching and yoga and diet and going to the gym and a chiropractor and pain pill, all that. Here's why you still wake up in the morning and go, shit, type of thing. And then here's the solution. What we do is we've developed such and such a process, And that process is called blank. And here's how it's going to help you. The blank process helps you with neck pain. That's what I keep coming back to because that's what I have a problem with. So that would be, I think, something. The thing at the end of the day that makes this almost not make sense is that the methodology is going to be the same if you've got foot pain or neck pain, but people with foot pain are not going to read about neck pain or watch about it. And people with neck pain are not going to read about foot pain. Even if the process and the methodology is exactly the same for both, you need to attract people based on what's top of mind for
and
them.
I think honestly, back pain is probably going to be your biggest market. That's going to have like the widest reach and the most response. And then you've got, joint pain, I think would come second. And knee pain is technically joint pain. So I think if you go broader as far as the pain points, literally, you'll have more success with it.
Yeah,
and back
totally.
pain you can really elaborate on, right? Back pain is very different from joint pain in the legs. So there'll be very different sort of copy and reasons why they should pay attention.
And then what's that an awesome woman who did the presentation last Copy Accelerator? Emily Lark.
Yeah.
So I think every time anyone brings up anything with any sort of pain involved, like joint stuff or whatever, just steal from her. Apparently that's what everyone else, that's what Justin and Stefan says. No, not steal, but you know what I mean.
The
model.
The model.
Appropriate.
Go study her funnel and model her copy.
Yes, well put. That's why Sabah's in charge of PR for us. Me, no. So that's so freaking weird. But yeah, anyway, that's what I think a really good approach would be. She's clearly got something that works. I think her business is 8 figures. Even if it's not, and it's just high 7, what's the freaking difference? At some point, it's super successful.
It's a successful page, and a successful angle too. The way that she sells to the audience with back pain, So
yeah, so that's something to do. And then also, I think the approach where take what you can model from her and adapt to this, but then also just keep in mind the simple process of like what Stefan teaches is universal in copy and persuasion in general. There's a problem, there's a reason why you have the problem, and there's a slight shift you need to make in order to solve that problem. 1% shift, right? It's not a big shift or people won't do it. It's got to be something there close, super close. And then once you identify that there's a gap there, and you close the gap with the proprietary process.
Yep.
And that'll be the same for any coach and any type of coach from physical therapy on to lead gen, Facebook ad agencies, trying to close copy clients, selling supplements. It's all that same process. So we are at 3:02. I think we're good. I hope everyone enjoyed this. Like I said, spread the word far and wide, so that we can have a nice group next week. We'll also make sure to have the announcements put out through email and in the group, because we just really have to, make it worth El Jefe's time to come here and keep it on the calendar.
Got any takeaways, if you guys got any lessons or key takeaways from this one, feel free to post in the group and just share that, hey, I was on the call today, here's what this was really good information, or this was a really good tip. We'd love to hear any feedback, and in the RMBC group.
Yep. Or additional questions that you have. Like we're all in this together.